Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle how to create a totally stunning professional-looking booklet right inside Canva. You'll see how it seems like a really complex task is actually a super simple and honestly, kind of fun creative process. So let's just dive right in.
You've been there, right? You've got this great idea, all this important info you need to share. But the thought of actually designing a multi-page document from scratch, it can feel, well, a little overwhelming if you're not a professional designer. Where do you even begin?
Well, what if I told you the solution isn't just easy, it's actually something you might enjoy? Let's walk through how Canva can turn that daunting task into a really simple creative project.
Okay, first things first. Part 1, setting up for success. You know, any great project starts with a great setup, and this stage is all about laying down the right foundation so everything else is a breeze. Seriously, the initial setup is so straightforward. First, you'll pick your format. But then, and this is key, instead of staring at a scary blank page, you just search for a keyword like booklet or maybe manual and browse this huge library of templates. When you find one you love, you just click Apply All Pages and boom, your entire structure is instantly ready to go.
All right, on to part 2, bringing your vision to life. We've got our foundation set, so now it's time for the really fun part, getting creative and making this template truly our own.
This is where the magic really happens, right? Customization is where your brand, your message, and your unique style all come to life. It's the step that transforms a nice-looking template into your booklet. So let's start with the words. Editing text in Canva is about as easy as it gets. You literally just click and type. That toolbar you see right at the top gives you full control over everything. And hey, quick pro tip, select any text and hit Command-B on a Mac or Control-B on a PC to make it bold instantly. Super handy. Okay. Text is done. What about the visuals? You can easily upload your own company logo or product shots in the Uploads tab. Or, if you need something fresh, the Elements tab is an absolute treasure trove of stock photos, graphics, and icons to really make your pages pop.
And you have got to try this. It is a fantastic little time saver. You don't have to fiddle with resizing or repositioning anything. Just drag your new image right over a placeholder photo in the template, let go, and it will magically snap perfectly into place. It's so satisfying.
Now, to really make this booklet match your brand, let's talk colors. Just click on any element, a shape, some text, the background, and the color option will pop up. If you have a brand kit set up, you can apply your brand colors with a single click. There's also a cool little color picker tool that lets you pull a color from any of your photos to use somewhere else, which keeps everything looking super coordinated. Of course, booklets have a lot of pages, and Canva makes managing them really simple. You can add new pages or even duplicate layouts you like. But my absolute favorite feature is the grid view. Just look for that little icon with 4 squares at the bottom of the editor. It gives you a bird's eye view of all your pages, so you can just drag and drop them into the perfect order. And don't forget to add page numbers for that final professional touch. So your content is in, and it's already looking great. Now for part 3. Making it perfect. This is where we take it from good to truly polished and professional. Okay, let's talk about a key design concept, white space. And note, it's not just empty space. It's an active, powerful design tool. When you give your text and images room to breathe, your whole layout looks cleaner, more modern, and it's so much easier for your audience to read and digest. This right here, this is a golden rule of design. If you want your booklet to look professional, it has to feel cohesive. That means sticking to just 2 or 3 fonts through the whole thing and using a consistent color palette on every single page. It just creates this smooth, trustworthy experience for your reader. All right, 2 more crucial tips for that final polish. First, always use high-resolution images. Honestly, nothing screams amateur faster than a blurry, pixelated photo. And second, if your booklet is getting a little long, say over 8 pages, do your reader a huge favor and add a table of contents right at the beginning. It's a small detail that makes a world of difference.
Before you hit that share button, please take a moment for one last check. Proofread everything for typos. Make sure your images are sharp and your page numbers are in the right order. I highly recommend using the present mode. It lets you flip through your booklet full screen, just like your audience will see it, so you can catch any little mistakes you might have missed.
And now, for the final, most exciting part. Share it with the world. Your booklet is designed, it's polished, it's proofread. It is time to get it out there. So when you go to download, it's really important to know your options.
If you're sending this to a professional printer, you want to choose PDF print. It's super high resolution, and it includes things like crop marks and bleed, which basically just tell the printer exactly where to trim the paper for a perfect edge-to-edge design. But if you're just emailing it or putting it online, PDF Standard is your best friend. It creates a much smaller file that's easy to share.
And you've got other awesome options too. You can generate a simple view-only link that turns your design into this cool flippable digital ebook. It looks amazing. Or if you want physical copies without any of the hassle, you can actually use Canva Print and have them beautifully printed and shipped right to your front door.
And there you have it. From just a simple idea to a finished professional booklet that's ready to share with the world. It really just goes to show you how powerful and accessible great design can be. So the only question left is, what are you going to create?